Rob the Nest is a well-known class game that integrates physical, diversity, socio-cultural and social development. This game is made up of 20 hacky sacks, 5 hula hoops and at least 8 players. The players are divided into 4 groups that obtain a hula hoop. The hoop is placed on the ground and is laid out in each corner of a square shape. The last remaining hula hoop is placed in the middle of the square with 20 hacky sacks in it. When the referee says go, only one person at a time can leave the nest to retrieve a hacky sack from the middle. They run back to the group and tag a person to go and retrieve another. Once all the hacky sacks are gone from the middle, more can be stolen from other groups. The team with the highest hacky sack count after 2 minutes wins. At the very foundation of humans' needs are those of the physiological nature. Such things as food, shelter and clothing will always take precedence over any activity. This hierarchy is depicted clearly and in depth in the work of psychologist Abraham Maslow. Although typically a humanist approach, these needs are believed to have to be satisfied before any cognitive development can take place. This is a basic representation of the fruits of Maslow's work, and as such is referred to as Maslow's hierarchy of human needs. The pyramid shows 8 levels of needs where each level must have all preceding needs met before ascending to the next. You'll notice that the physiological needs such as food and drink are indeed at the base of the pyramid as mentioned before, progressing on to matters such as safety and security, then acceptance and affiliation, and then onto the sense of recognition and approval. We finally leave the basic needs or deficit needs behind, and move on to meta needs or being needs such as cognitive development. The game Rob the Nest could be an effective tool in developing cognitive abilities through cognitive thought processing and means of physical interaction and social interaction, and as long as the physiological needs of the child were met before the activity, would actually see to this. Rob the Nest is not only beneficial for students' physical development, it's also quite beneficial to their social development as well. This class activity encourages the students to be interactive with each other. According to the Queensland Department of Education, participating in group physical activities also has great social benefits. These include creating opportunities for fun, reducing antisocial behaviour and develops the students' cooperation and teamwork skills. Rob the Nest provides and encourages all of these benefits to each student participating in the activity. Within every classroom, school, community and friendship group, there will be a diversity of people within it. There are many things that can be classed as diverse, whether it be religion, race, gender, sexual orientation, or even a disability. Diversity within a classroom can significantly impact the types of interactions that students have with one another, along with the teacher. Rob the Nest allows the student to develop their emotional skills, and as the student will learn to control their emotions when dealing with disappointment or when losing and not getting their way. This also works in reverse, as it allows the student to be happy and express excitement. This ultimately creates a positive and fun schooling environment when the students are happy. Ultimately, the end goal is to not only make this a game, but an entire educational experience for each student as positive and engaging as possible. This game is a diverse activity that would be able to be altered in many ways to cater to various socio-cultural groups. This can be done by making slight alterations to the way in which students communicate to each other. The teacher can find out what the different languages are within a classroom, and by doing this are then able to teach the students to say and understand the numbers of 1 to 10. The works of Duchenne and McMaw suggest that to reduce miscommunication within the classroom, teachers should make efforts to utilise the students' socio-linguistic conventions. By altering Rob the Nest in this way allows the teachers to cater to the student's language barrier without marginalising the student. As an alternative way to cater to a language barrier, words can be replaced with objects. Rather than shouting a number to get students to move, within each team, each student can be assigned a shape or an object. The teacher then holds the object up to signify which student needs to run. These alterations will allow all students to successfully participate in the activity without segregating any of them. As stated in the class, there's only one student that's been diagnosed in ADHD, also known as Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, who must be thought of when creating and modifying the game of Rob the Nest to suit their emotional needs. Children with this disorder often don't have the same management and brain power to keep their emotions controlled and obtained. Along with this, they tend to have an urgency to want something immediately and can struggle to refocus and calm themselves after being annoyed, angry, or hyped up. Once the game is finished, it's important that the students to calm down and have the ability to re-enter a classroom and learn. One way to do this would be to reflect on the game after it finished by having the students sit in a circle and speak of what they learned from the game and how by working together as a team it helped them achieve what they did. By incorporating these strategies and plans as a teacher, it would allow us to cater to all students and all their needs, whilst participating in activities that can change certain behaviours and student emotions. In conclusion, Rob the Nest has proven an effective game and beneficial activity for students learning and socialising. The game demands students to move, think, communicate, connect and become inclusive in the game and most of all, have fun.
Created using Powtoon.